Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel, Grow and Prosper, where we talk about everything personal development and leadership wise to help you live a happier and healthier quality of life and to run your business more effectively. Let's get right into this. This is a article summary and review. The article today is Does Your Leadership Style Scare Your Employees? By Nihar Chhaya. Harvard Business Review, July 25th, 2019. Let me read the first paragraph and then we're going to buzz right through this. I'm going to link the article so you'll be able to read the article. Most of us have experienced the misery of working for a boss who intimidates employees while charming superiors and customers, but it's hard to figure out if you may be that kind of boss. You might think you're doing a good job getting results by pushing people past their comfort zones, but what if they experience it as being afraid of you? What if you're creating a toxic culture because you're pushing everybody so hard? So here's an interesting stat. According to a 2018 study, managing employees with pressure tactics resulted in more than a 90% increase in the predicted turnover of the employees, while using more inspirational tactics was related to a roughly 68% decrease in likely turnover. So there you go right there. That's a huge thing. So ruling with an iron fist can actually push people away. So 5 different points he came up with here. Number 1, assume they are afraid of you. Are you creating a toxic work environment by creating fear in the work environment? And do you treat your employees with the courtesy you give to your customers? That's a good question to ask yourself as the leader. Number 2, ask open-ended questions about team culture. In other words, communicate with your team on a regular basis. Make sure that you're creating the kind of culture you want so they feel good about your mission, your vision, and working for you. Number 3, check whether you are projecting your fears onto others. So if you're really pushing hard all the time, are you creating this culture of fear around not succeeding because you need to reach the next metric? How are you managing that? Is your fear being passed on to your team? Number 4, shift your ratio of connection and correction. In other words, don't micromanage as much. Coach more. Help people discover their own solutions. And number 5, show vulnerability. It says here, leaders who create safe cultures welcome dissent from subordinates. And they're vulnerable and they tend to create more connection with their team by showing that vulnerability. So some bosses like being aggressive and ruling with an iron fist, and that's not always the best approach. So let's recap the 5 points here really quick. Assume they're afraid of you. Don't build that toxic work culture. Ask open-ended questions. Communicate with your team. Number 3, check whether you're projecting your fear onto others. Are you creating that culture of fear? Number 4, shift the ratio of connection and correction. Coach more. Don't micromanage as much. And number 5, show vulnerability. And your team will really appreciate that. All right, so I hope that resonated with you, that lesson for today. Until next time, grow and prosper.